7 o'clock, start the call order the planning commission meeting. Roll call. Sign in, all those who have signed in, sign in. All present except for Ryan and Kathy. Minutes approval from the agenda says May 19th, but it was actually June 2nd. It was a rescheduled meeting because we were able to get a call.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from June 2nd.
Second.
Motion by Chris, second by Tony. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Business, discussion for new ordinance changes. We thought had everything in order, but apparently is there any discussion to be had regarding the updated ordinances?
I don't think there is,
Question I had on the thing you sent where if the under the fence ordinance, it was kind of vague and said slats. And I think that for our discussion, the slats were privacy slats exclusively for chain link fencing that we were not allowing. That, correct me if I'm wrong.
this is the way it reads. And galvanized chain link fence, then slats are not permitted. So I don't know, if it needs to be clarified more than that or not.
Could they be called colored strips? And most of them I've seen is that colored strips.
Yeah,
Basically, privacy.
pretty soon they're all broken out, they
Yeah,
look
I know
pretty
they are.
bad.
Probably you look at ones, because you need to have colored slants and other kinds of things, so I choose to observe it that way.
Yeah.
Probably, there are two ways to do this. The problem thing is usually take the ordinance that's already been approved, put it before the city council, and we have our public hearing. Public hearing, we have 3 jobs: either recommend, not recommend, or recommend against, even though it's originally drafted by us, based on what was revealed in the public hearing. You may have a big crowd come in and say, we don't want it now. One way to do that is to, if you decide you want to recommend it the way that it's written, you always make a notation to the city council saying, a possible amendment would be regarding the slat issue that came up. Because the council can amend it and change it. There's only one little glitch, this particular issue isn't. Council can make it stricter, but if they make it more liberal, they have to renotice. That's the short version. So that's one possibility. The other is if there's some time between now and the public hearing, which what, 1st of September or somewhere.
1st of September.
Okay. You could do a motion here. I don't know the Robert's Rule of Order, so it have to be, but it have to be more than majority to reconsider and then amend. Because nobody's made any changes and we haven't done the notice yet. In order to done the notice, that would be extremely difficult to do. And then we can make the notice conform to the other questions, whether you want to do it at all. But there, I mean, I give some more thought after I emailed you as to if the board wants to do it differently, how would I get that done? How would I do it? I don't know, it's too late.
So what you're saying, we can't make changes here tonight on this?
If you wanted to, you could take the second selection, which is at least 2/3 of the board saying we want to reconsider. You're not taking any new evidence and decide you're going to have a public hearing afterwards.
Right.
So, so if we want to adjust the language of the ordinance to reflect what we missed, basically. And And then you had voting. It's 2 steps, reconsider, revote. Now, if something unexpected happens, then they have notice. Say they can move to reconsider and on the revote, everybody said, I don't want it. You know, that doesn't usually happen.
Or like a typo, does that require us to do anything with the minutes to change? Because the first one says no fence located on or within an easement. Just need to take out the end.
My information,
It's not changing.
I would let the city council think about it.
Okay. And then what are you saying about the slides? You want to remove them or
No,
clarify?
clarify it, because
Yeah, I mean,
the
if you-
description for the hearing, it just said fence slats. I recommend, I said, well, it's actually just chain link privacy slats.
Well, it has a colon. It
Yeah, that's what you have to look at.
says galvanized chain link fence colon, slides are not. So that'll be applied to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make it a subordinate clause. That's how close we're getting on our analysis. We're going back to grammar.
Yeah. And you looked at say privacy slides.
Well, I guess, I don't remember which one I read, if it was in the advertisement.
Well, the proposed advertising.
One of the proposed advertisements just said slatted fence or
So I
something.
just, I summarized it.
Yeah.
In other words, we didn't print the whole word because parts of that are fairly long.
When I read that, it kind of led me to believe that if it was wood slats, that was not allowed either. That's not, wasn't their intent.
And if that's the case, the easiest way to do that is just follow the language of the ordinance.
Yeah.
Also, and,
And if they
nobody
would
gets
just
to complain about that.
Also has it.
But there's a long section here about what an aesthetic looking fence requires. That is a lot of verbiage. Now you can do it, I've seen ordinances printed in newspapers, public pages of the newspaper.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just, was kind of concerned that somebody was gonna read that advertisement and think we're eliminating something that we're not, and that will work for really nothing.
I'm surprised there's no language about height.
That's already.
Yeah, that's already,
That's already
this is just the new
Okay.
aesthetics criteria.
Yeah, there was just some things that I felt like we need to clean up on fencing because a few things were a little bit vague. I've had several recently that wanted to put G-rib on. G-rib metal. I had 3 of them this spring. Yeah, I had 3 this spring.
I was just in
Not
the restaurant that was decorated.
Yeah.
Once- I
Well,
think
they use garage doors up in Topeka.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That might- that guy- Fine.
It's like a metal roof.
It's like metal.
They-
Oh, like metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
So you're saying the city council could clean up that grammar and then could they clarify in the slides?
Yeah, and if they change it in a way that this makes it more specific, it doesn't have to come back to the planning. If they make it more liberal, then we've got to reconsider it.
That's.
So if they put in there fences and cars shall not have red fences, we have to reconsider it for the car. Because that, nobody would expect that anymore. Politicians have been known sometimes to say, well, this is our chance, this bill's gonna pass, let's put this other one in there. You can't do that, that's what notice is.
I'll make a motion to approve. This is just.
Yeah, we already kind of approved it already in the last meeting, so as long as we don't feel like we need to change anything. I think we're fine, I guess, I assume.
Yeah.
I mean,
the way it is.
Yeah, the only thing I would maybe recommend is in the advertisement, maybe follow the
I just
ordinance a
make
little more closely.
specific than the city code that we have.
Yeah. Any other changes or questions?
I guess the one question I had, the other day when we were talking is, this is something that can be done any time of the year with food trucks, because we really didn't do anything. Where to
Amend the
you
ordinance.
either have a license or approval,
Well,
some limits or.
well, the council was
Council's
supposed to
already looking into.
looking into
Okay,
some ordinances for food trucks.
good.
I'm not sure how much of that would, other than the land use.
Not so sure the
like
land use
that.
So it's really hard when it overlaps.
Yeah.
We used to have very specific regulations about garage sales, which are really not so. But they were done to describe what a residential use encompasses. And it basically said you encompasses garage sales, but not at these hours. So that's right on the border. Nobody's ever challenged.
As far as food trucks, I did talk to Sarah, the county health department. And she said there's, they're starting to spec food trucks. And, what she's finding is not very, just that good. Plus, the state's coming down like with some more stringent stuff on food trucks. For example, the biggest one will be, they'll have to be, prepare their food in a commercial kitchen, not at home there, whatever. So that's coming down the pike, but yeah, she said food trucks will be more, they're finding, they're pretty lax on some of the stuff they do.
Yeah, we used to have a variance hearing based on farm laws ordinance. And that's exactly what they wanted, commercial kitchens, prepare foods for the food truck. Yeah. And the residents are.
I kind of like, Chris, I think at one time mentioned about where you set up.
Yeah.
But you don't really ever tear it down, you just keep adding to it for a week or two, and then pretty soon you just lock up the hole, and come back and open it up. And
You end up with a permanent restaurant on wheels.
Yeah.
Maybe they can rent theirs, sit out there
Yeah.
for months.
Like there was one down there with the little scales, so I don't know who there's, they have to ask for permission there, I don't know. But then a couple other abandoned parking lots too, they, set up.
The ownership of that area would be explored. Yeah, not here.
I thought Gable owned that, is that?
Well, that's what I thought.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
For a while, I know Pettit did for a while.
Yeah.
Because then,
Well,
of course, he bought Pettit
They,
stuff.
well,
Yeah,
Pettit's.
and I never knew Pettit owned it for.
But you had the scales out there for a long period.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know when it ever transferred from the state to
That's.
private.
And so it's kind of like a little no base on that, so that's why people park there, and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no such thing as unowned land, so somebody owns it.
Well, that's what we talked about at council, this
Okay.
wind flag and signage
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
This isn't your
Needs to
ordinance
come
about
down.
those things being too close to the highway, it's flappy.
Well, that would
tall
be
things.
under another
Yeah, right.
sign ordinance probably,
Okay.
but as far as food truck goes, and not allowing permanent seating or tents or stuff like that.
Yeah, a couple of council.
Yeah, Laura's supposed to be coming up over there.
Yeah, we talked about it several meetings ago.
I don't mind seeing them and stuff, I mean, a lot of people like the food, so that's good, but at least have rules.
Yeah.
Rules and regulations.
Another item that I think needs to be addressed at some point, because so far, there's only a couple in town, but that's, containers, shipping containers.
Shipping containers.
Like
Used
the
for storage
storage
sheds,
shed.
or
Storage.
somebody starts furnishing one, making it.
Well, in some communities,
And got that far.
cool.
in some communities, they do use.
So I don't, maybe that comes under like this affordable building, I don't know.
Yeah, I know county has got areas, so I should. So that's one.
So you said you've seen a couple.
What does Old County do? I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah, particularly when they made a very short period of time to have it there, it's like a lot, it was already there. He was in the middle of the forest, all his stuff was shipped there. And he's building a new house out of necessity. And they said, well, 11 months is max, you don't have everything done, it's got to go.
So that's,
Wouldn't be a bad idea to come up with something before the one is set up there.
Yeah.
Somebody that does green fathers on there.
But they require variance there.
But, I mean, there's these pre-built sheds that basically the same thing, they just look on.
Yeah, that's, they got tiny houses and little cabins and all kinds of things come up in near future. And then, of course, the state is requiring us to look at all our ordinances in terms of promoting housing. And city should pass kind of notice for that. Because the deadline is like 7. And part of it is to, at the beginning, just reporting what he had from the county. And then whether the state planning doing anything with that information, have no idea. But people in the housing industry feel that they're being overregulated, overcharged. And so we have to make reports on our fee structure. Books I'm getting are anything is all ministry. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, I will send you the copy. And the other business. Huh?
That does look a lot nicer down there in Lincoln Way, where all that stuff's going. That Lincoln lot looks great. Yeah, this sure looks a lot better now, but it's gotta make the neighbors not feel what I would think. Yeah. So I don't know if you pushed for it or not already.
what's that?
If you did, I hope you did.
Well,
Well, I know Earl was on it, you were on it.
we talked to him, several times. And he's very willing. It just sometimes takes the wheels take a while to turn.
Sure.
So,
Well, it looks better.
and he's making progress out there too.
Good.
So,
Okay.
I haven't really checked into it, but Brian telling me that he is definitely making progress. He wants to do a good job for the city. He wants to, he wants to have a thriving business in the community and do what he needs to do. So that's the nice thing about Isaac.
Who's working in the building down there all the time? There's somebody working in there all the time.
Yeah, she still has a guy in there.
Oh, okay, still same operation.
Yeah. He just moved
Clean it up.
everything else out.
All out here.
Yeah, he just moved everything
Every
out.
time the city had to do that one lift station, they had to move 13 cars.
Yeah.
Through it.
Yeah, he still said he still needs that guy there to, do some stuff, so.
We'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Chris, second by Mike, in favor.